like to share with you. I'm going to take you from the kitchen to the cosmos. Oops, from the cosmos to the kitchen. Every one of you poets so bright, but I want to tell you about the brightest object that they've recently found called, romantically I thought, J0594351. Oh, J0592431. So voracious is it, it daily, gaily eats a sun, grasping, gobbling, chawing down on stars as gases, eating each day giant stellar solar masses. J052943351. What do I mean it eats the sun? So this quasar, a giant bright, is number one. J052943351 is in such a special class, it's number one. Old J0524351 is the most luminous object in the sky. Now we have the reasons. Now we know why. It's the brightest object ever known, our J052943351, powered by the hungriest black hole we've ever measured. Even so, it's quite a treasure, even more than we can say for sure. Wavy navy splashing its scintillating solar gravy, convey its grasping, rasping envoy. Its mass is astonishing 17 billion solar masses, which means, my friend, you won't need glasses. Old J05229 is looking fine when it steps out with a bright, shiny star on which to dine. 17 billion solar masses, a voracious, gigantic black hole swallowing gases at the extreme outer limit that this black hole nearly passes. The theoretical edge is reached, reminds us, shines us how slippery and dear is gravity's peak. See you same time, perhaps next week. Quasars like J052943351, seeking starlets like a mogul mass. It gives us time to reflect on what we've reached for and what's been grasped. Supermassive black holes actively feeding on surrounding mass at such a rapid rate. Let's give them a giant pass. Summoned by gravity, overwhelmed at last. The quasar amaze our scientists when the voracious consumptions turn into a hot, gleaming mass that sends shining across the entire light spectrum. So we've designed our technology so that we can detect them. 17 billion solar masses, that, my friends, puts it in a special classes. Our new friend, J052943351, might just come and eat our sun. But would he give a little burp when on this morsel he did his work? Old J052943351 wouldn't even blink if we in his little cup did sink. 17 billion solar masses just to see us. He'd have to use his reading glasses, and that is only 12 billion light years away. And now, having gone cosmic for you, I want to bring you down into my kitchen. And in my kitchen, I'm going to tell you the tale of the critical mistake of the exploding cake. Here we go. Part one, the curious cake of the corrosive concussive chocolate cake, a more mysterious counteractive mistake you'll never bake. What a fiendish mischance the prancing lance of the messy misfortune dance rang out in this uncertain kitchen's curtain parlance, the trance of the flying dance. The jangled bell, befalling Talon, brought forth a mischievous medieval baker's dwarf. Oh, hell, who gambled and frolicked without any sweet tonic down the snail's slimy trail of the rye grim roars, so that this mischievous mysterious mischief would prevail. Growl and howl to the very skinny end of this laudable baker's powdery, flowery tail. I contend right to the end. The cake was proffered months earlier before this early service survey, which made the baker so very nervous to undertake this timely yet onerous purpose. The baker knew and could show, too, a successful history of baking years, all in a row with never a fail, always safely treading on the hungry tiger's tail. Never a wrecked chocolate cake, nor a scramble of untrammeled hasty pastry. Years of cookie cook making, years of tear-free icy smears, whether in advance or in arrears, coming out your darling's cute little ears. Yet the clock, looming, shadow flock, zooming the schedule's dooming dock, the baker's brain began to buzz before the dust would settle, cause never a halfpenny of mistake. She never let even needed to make a bent penny steak. Fixins were loaded deep in the bowl's bottom, inner sparring spinner shards for a minute or an hour. Once accumulated in their barred bedecked bowl-based savored labor, I said no dread. Then the faithful hand hovering over the switch recovered a single throttle bottle rocket which, once the switch was thrown, the little bedeviled clever drove it home. Speed control owned crone. Now the spinning winning blades on a roll. The blades send to high speed to send the constituents flying, denying gravity's grumpy hold. Won't spouting across the kitchen drama dust unfold. And when the spinning blades sailed to convey the cake making parley, it didn't even the reluctant stay. The batter splattered the kitchen's mission metal at large, dusting the landscape with disheveled, unleveled layer cake. Shivered, slivered, shake, necessitating scrubbery before the kitchen rubbery restored, twice unshored recovery. Oh my gosh, the goo drubbery. And with that, I bid you the kitchen catastrophe.